Hello, and welcome to today's lesson on defining relative clauses. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to confidently use defining relative clauses in your own sentences to give essential information about people, things, and places. Let's start by talking about what a relative clause is. A relative clause is a part of a sentence that gives us more information about a noun. It begins with one of the following relative pronouns: who, which, or where. For example, the man who called you is my father. In this sentence, the relative clause is who called you, and it gives us important information about the man. Without it, we wouldn't know which man we're talking about. Now that we know what a relative clause is, let's talk about defining relative clauses specifically. A defining relative clause gives essential information about a person, thing, or place. It helps to explain exactly which one we're talking about. And this kind of clause is necessary. We can't leave it out. Let's look at an example. Joshua Silver has invented glasses that do not need an optician. The relative clause here is that do not need an optician. It tells us which glasses we're talking about. Without this information, we wouldn't know which glasses Joshua Silver invented. It's essential to understanding the sentence. So remember, a defining relative clause can't be omitted. The underlined part of each sentence is a defining relative clause. It usually comes immediately after the noun it describes. The choice of relative pronoun depends on the type of noun. For a relative clause about a person, use who. For a relative clause about a thing, use which. For a relative clause about a place, use where. We can also use that instead of who and which, but not where. Now, it's your turn to practice. I'll show you a few sentences with missing relative clauses, and I want you to fill them in. Ready? Let's go over the answers. 1. The boy who is wearing a red hat is my brother. 2. I bought a book which is about space exploration. 3. The city where I was born is Paris. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.